everybody.
Fat Bird Finds here.
I'm Mary Beth.
And I'm Laura. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
I think so. I think that's it.
How's it going? I'm so excited.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How are you guys out there? How's it going, everybody?
We don't have our drinks because we had to wait for the ice maker to make its special appearance. I didn't want to do the ice before we got on the air.
Yes. Are we buffering on your side? Because it looks like our video is kind of laggy. How's it going over there?
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
It's okay. It looks pretty normal to me.
Okay, good. Sounds good.
Look at all the people in the chat, Mary Beth.
Yes, we have lots of
We've missed
friends
everybody
in the chat.
so much.
Yes, I have to relearn how to use everything. It's been so long. So I'm going to take that away.
You should have just put me over there and then it could look like I was just messing it up.
Michelle.
Hi,
Michelle.
Look at you.
Hey, Katie. There's Connie.
Look at everybody showing up to welcome us back.
Twinkle Toe Treasures. There's Cindy, Jennifer Miller. There's Sandra Kay. Welcome, everybody.
Oh, somebody said something about my glasses. Look, I found Fat Bird glasses. They're orange and blue.
They're so good. I'm so impressed.
It's so cute.
Hey, Katie. There's Holly and Sammy and Angela. Welcome, everybody. It's too many. The chat is going too fast. It's just way too many to say hi to everybody.
There's a name or Amy and Vinny. I know we're going to miss somebody if we start doing that.
Yeah. I think it's gotten better.
Okay.
I think our lag, at least on my end, it looked like we were laggy, but I think it's better.
Maybe you're just a little dizzy.
I am.
I know.
Yeah. I've had something really weird this week, everybody. I woke up Sunday morning with, I guess, what's vertigo.
Yeah.
And it's not gone away yet. It's horrible.
It's no fun.
No.
I've never had it before.
Oh, it was horrible. I turned over in bed and the room was just going in circles. And I was like, what is happening? It took a long time for it to stop. But yeah, I've been dizzy ever since.
Yeah, you've just been battling it ever since.
Yeah, it's been like a really disorienting week, literally. I'm going to go get some water.
Okay. I hope you want ice in your water, because if you don't, you can put ice in my drink and then I'll pour my little pineapple coconut tiki drink over there. Has anybody have all of you guys seen on Instagram the new Fat Bird Finds? Do you call it a fan account? Is that what you call it?
Flippin and Sippin ice maker.
Flippin and Sippin ice maker. Can you guess who started that Instagram channel? Katie, vertigo is awesome. What does that mean? I bet she didn't mean to say, that. But they're all saying vertigo is the worst.
Yeah, I've never had it before, and I don't even know what to do with myself. It's just not any fun at all.
But thank goodness. I mean, you're a little better today.
It's a little better today.
She said, no, I meant awful. I figured you did. So we're going to have special guests on later.
We are. So we are going to proceed kind of as normal, chat with you guys for a little while. We do have some things to sell. And then after the sale, we're going to bring on a couple guests. We're going to have Jamie and Katie on with us. And we're going to tell you guys an awesome story that you're not going to believe.
You're really not going to believe it.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You don't want to miss it. If you have to go for some reason, then go back and watch the replay because it's really good.
I promise you it'll be worth it. It's really, honestly, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. So yeah.
And I guess we probably should just start out by thanking everybody for all of the condolences, well wishes, checking on us, emails. There were some people sent us some things, and the story has to do with a special thing that happened along those lines. But everyone, we just want to wish you, we want to thank you. very, very, very much.
Yeah, there's just not words for how appreciative I am of all of you guys during this time. It's been horrible. It's been, the worst month of my life. And you guys are awesome. You've sent cards, you've sent gifts, you've just sent me well wishes, and it's just unreal to me.
And I'm looking at the chat, so thank you so much. We're not going to put, if you don't mind, just don't put condolences and things like that in the chat, because we don't want to fill up the chat with that kind of stuff tonight. You can send us emails, do whatever you want. But I see that you guys are just wishing us well and welcoming us back. And so that's so sweet. Vinny, we miss you too, Vinny.
Thanks, Vinny, for
we
the
miss
super
everybody.
Chat. We appreciate it.
Now, we were watching a little bit in the background, so we just didn't feel like we could be on live. But we've been sneaking around and watching people.
We've been watching everybody who did the takeovers. So good.
Oh, they were so good. You guys, all I did was, maybe the very first night or the very second night or something like that, very early on, Mary Beth said, can you just figure out, of course, we're not going to go on live. And I was like, yeah, sure, I can do that. So I went on Instagram, sent out a message to some people that I knew about our show and were resellers that might have things they wanted to sell or something. And just sent out that message, and immediately we had as far filled as we wanted.
Yeah.
So we had a fill-in for every week. It was fantastic. What did you guys think? Show them some love in the chat for all of the different shows. And everybody was so different, right?
Everybody was so different. It was so good. Of course, I'm not going to play favorites. I would never do that. But the episode with Jamie, Beth, and Blara, and then the episode with Katie as a bonus elephant, and Miss Pam with the dinosaur pinata. That was, I had not laughed more when I turned that on with Katie and Miss Pam. That was the most I had laughed in a month.
Yeah. It was so funny. We were just we had gone to do something. I was sitting in the driveway, and Carrie texted me and she goes, if you don't have this on, you've got to turn it on immediately. And we were just laughing, just sitting in the driveway, just dying.
Yeah.
But everybody was so funny. Jody Renshaw and Christina,
Jody.
They were so funny. They were like, Christina was like, Laura, your face. And they just all stayed in character, like kind of the whole way through.
Yeah.
And then the very first night, Jeffrey came on with Katie, immediately after his sale, and Misty, and stayed on and played games and played Jeopardy. Everybody. And then Michael Todd had his mystery box night. It was so good.
So good.
If you guys missed any of those, I would love it if you would go back and watch them and show your support and just put a heart in the comments or something. To support their channel, because they were all so good. Lottie says it took me a bit to figure out what was happening in that show. This is a nice show, y'all. I know.
It is a nice show.
The dinosaur.
That was so funny. Oh my gosh, my mouth.
It took me a minute too.
My jaws hurt for like a day after I was laughing so hard at that dinosaur. And I was just like looking at Laura. I was like, do I sound like that?
It was so funny. And Miss Pam, she kind of lost her accent. And I thought it was Kelly for a while. It almost didn't even sound like her. It was just so funny.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my gosh.
So welcome.
Hi, Sarah Lee.
Welcome to everybody who's just come over from Jeffrey's channel. We appreciate that you're here. It's awesome. We're going to chat for a few more minutes, and then we have a few items back here that we're going to sell, and then we'll get into the big story. The big story.
Oh, you guys are going to love it.
And honestly, we're not going to be the ones telling it. We'll give you some background information. We'll set the story up, but then I'm going to let Jamie probably tell the majority of the story, and then Katie can, fill in the gaps as well.
We might have a little video of when it all went down, but I don't know.
We might have a video to share with you if I can get it to work. I gave it a test. I kind of ran out of time, but I did test the video a few minutes ago, and it did work. So I'm hoping that it will work when it comes time to share the video with you.
Oh, Penny says, I feel like the gang's all here. I do too. I see all the names in the chat. It's so exciting. It's just so much fun. Pam says, yes, I cannot wait for that big story. I know. I promise. I mean, you can oversell things, I realize, but you can't oversell this story. So it's worth the wait.
Yes, it is.
Yes, Carrie, you might want to do that as well.
Yeah.
Might want to do that as well.
So I guess we can show some friend mail.
Nikki, they want you to come say hi real quick.
Like on camera?
Yeah.
Oh, Laura Moonwoman. Hold on just a second. So our Savannah trip kind of got, it kind of got overshadowed by everything that's been happening. So I do want to give a major shout out to Laura Moonwoman. So the night that we got back from Savannah,
Yes.
You were here with George.
Yes.
Doing your show. We were exhausted.
Yes.
We came in late.
Yeah, you guys came in after the show had already started.
Yeah.
I didn't really know if I could do it or not.
And that was actually our last Flippin and Sippin until tonight.
Yep.
And so I haven't gotten the opportunity to tell everybody how awesome Laura Moonwoman is. So Nikki and I went to Savannah. It was awesome. It was incredible. Much more awesome than I ever could have expected. Everybody's like, oh, Savannah's great. And you just can't visualize it or understand until you've seen it. But Laura Moonwoman took the time out of her day, like almost a whole day she spent aside, and took us to Bonaventure Cemetery, told us tons and tons and tons of history about Savannah and the cemetery, took us to Tybee Island, gave us a tour, took us to lunch. I mean, it was just more than I ever could have imagined had it been for our YouTube community and the show and the chat. That ever would have happened.
I know. So neat. I can't believe I missed it, but there'll be other trips.
Yeah. So I just want to tell Laura how awesome she is and how much we greatly appreciated that.
Thank you, Laura. We had a great time.
Yes.
It was
did.
fantastic. It was like way above all my expectations.
Absolutely.
We've got the Jeffrey crew filing in. So we're just saying hello and waiting for everybody to come on in and talking about
Hello to all my fans.
catching up. And in the spirit of catching up, wait, I don't want to step on the rest of your.
Oh, I was finished.
Okay.
I'm just, giving Laura Moonwoman her, praise that she deserves.
Yeah, it's awesome. I have my little notes here. It's been so long. I have notes of things that I don't want to forget to say. So the time before that, not the George time, but the time before that, I think we auctioned off the dinosaur and the elephant, the decoupage stuff for charity.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to talk about how awesome that was. We let the people choose their charities. Karen Radford got the elephant and Holly Parker, Holly. Holly got the dinosaur, and they both chose Ukraine, like Feed the World kind of charities.
That's awesome.
Each one of them chose a different one.
Awesome.
But isn't that awesome?
I love that.
So I just thought that was fantastic.
That's great.
I know.
Very cool.
So I didn't want to let that go unsaid, so everybody would know what happened.
Very cool.
Oh, George is here.
Yeah, he says he's lurking. He's
Hi,
doing
George.
some appraisal stuff, but he's
George,
lurking.
we missed you because I feel like you should be sitting here. The last time we were on it, you were here.
Indeed.
I think he just kind of rolled back into town.
I'm sure he did.
Maybe today.
All right.
So let's see. What else do I have on here? Oh, we can talk about that kind of stuff later. Okay. I think that is caught me up on my little list of things.
Is Jamie in the chat? Have we seen Jamie?
I haven't seen Jamie yet. Is she in the chat, or she's not in the green room?
Jamie? No, she's not in the green room. Jamie, are you here? Because we want to talk about your friend mail that you sent. So if you're not here, I'm going to wait.
Oh, yeah. Let's wait for her to answer because I'll tell about the other friend mail.
Okay.
I thought I had it with me. I apologize. But you guys all know Ariana, Withering Cottage.
Yeah.
And she does a sale, and her mom is on the sale, and her mom is very crafty.
Mm-hmm.
And they made us two little, they're like chickens, but they're like, they're fat birds. They're really fat little chickens. And she crocheted them, I think. And I'll bring them next week and let you guys see them. So darn cute. What?
She's not here.
No. Bless her heart. She missed her trip. She missed We missed her on her trip. So
did.
that's part of the story. But
That is
yeah.
a big part of the story.
Yeah. Oh, Jamie's getting ready, Blake said.
Oh, here comes the ice maker.
Here we go.
I don't know if our mic will pick it up.
It's so loud. I always fix it.
I know, but we used to use the computer mic and it picked up everything.
Hi, Cheryl. Thank you so much. So yeah, we got that friend mail.
Yeah, Jamie's here. Oh my God,
Oh.
Nikki, that was loud.
Carrie said, "Oh, I hear it."
So we got a package in the mail yesterday, and I opened it up, and it was from Jamie. It was so exciting. So Jamie sent us some friend mail. So she had put in the friend mail this little Alexandrite glass bird. It also Alexandrite glass has like a more formal name, but the gist of it is that it looks pink or purple under natural light, and it looks kind of a bluey, smoky color under fluorescence. So super stoked, Jamie. I love him.
Isn't it pretty?
Alexandrite is my birthstone, so my birthstone does that. I love it. Thank you.
Gosh, shout out to Blake. Blake just said something really sweet in the comments. She was talking about putting her face on, and he said she has a pretty face too.
Oh,
Oh, that's sweet.
that's so sweet,
Flora,
Flora.
you're so we did it at the same time. Flora, that's so nice of you. And then look, I got this little trinket box. Look how fancy this flamingo is. He is feeling it. Look at his tail feathers.
I love that.
Shake your tail feathers.
Neodymium glass. That's what it's called.
Oh, I've never even heard of that. You taught me something.
Thanks, Pam Avery.
Did you really know that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I couldn't think of the word, but that's it. Neodymium.
Flora is a charmer. Yeah, so I just think he's beautiful. And then let's show her merch.
Yes.
Because I ordered merch, Mr. and Mrs. Wasted are on Wednesday nights now, and she had her little merch packs.
Yeah, so Jamie has a little merch pack.
And I got one.
Yeah, so we got some coasters with Jamie's logo with the little martini glass. I love those. And then she's got these cool stickers.
Those are going on my computer.
Love those. And she's got an awesome keychain.
Thank you. Nikki, thank you.
Jamie, your merch. So make sure and buy a merch pack from Jamie. Those are awesome. I love it.
That's really good.
Is it?
Yes, I highly recommend it. Carrie says I can't taste the rum in my Coke, so I keep adding more, and this isn't going to end well.
So I'm not drinking tonight, in case anybody's wondering what I'm drinking. I'm on some medicine for my vertigo, and I don't think I should mix and match.
Yeah, let's we'll wait a week or two for that.
I think I should probably just, not do anything to make me more dizzy.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I agree with that. And then what else? Oh, this is not friend mail, but I bought this. But we can we'll open that later.
Okay. Do you want to get into the sale?
Yes.
I guess it's time for that.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's already 20 after.
We're on StreamYard. You can do your thing.
I can. If I can remember how. It's been so long. I'm going to have to go through the rules. I'm going to have to go through all this spiel. And
and you're going to have a lot to live up to because, everybody imitated us with our rules and our Fat Bird 5 intro.
It's a lot. It's a lot to think about and to remember. Do you think we can do it?
Oh, I think we can do it, but it just cracks me up. But y'all were on StreamYard tonight because we're going to have guests, and we haven't figured out how to have guests on the new streaming platform.
Well, I have figured out how to have a guest. I haven't figured out how to have two guests.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Understand.
So there's an interview mode on
Understand.
Ecamm that I can use, but I don't know if I can have two people. I think I can. I just haven't done it yet. Anyway.
I have faith in you. You can do it.
That's neither here nor there. Welcome to all 319 of you guys who are here.
So that's so great.
Yeah.
So great.
Okay. All right. So here's what's happening. So welcome back to Flippin and Sippin. We've been away for a month and we're really happy to be back. And we're really happy that all of you guys are back too. So on Friday nights, we do Flippin and Sippin where we talk to you guys for a while. We have a drink, ring in the weekend and, have a good time, play some games. And we sell 5 items every Friday night. Sometimes we sell more, but tonight we have 5 items plus a bonus elephant plus a mystery box.
We're doing it all.
We're doing the whole thing.
Yeah, and it just reminded me because usually at this point I was like, gosh, my Friday was really busy. But now that I'm like self-conscious about it, because like Katie just nailed it. She's like, so how was the bank? Let me tell you about how the bank was today. Let me tell you this bank story. It just cracks me up.
That's
The
so
whole
good.
thing was so funny because, yeah. So the bank was super busy today. I just felt the need to say that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was really busy.
Okay, so we sell items two different ways. So we do set price items and we have some offer up. So we'll have a mix between the two. So on the set price items, we will show you an item and we'll say, okay, so this item is $1 and it's number 4. So if you're the first person to type in the number 4, you will win the opportunity to purchase the item. On our offer ups, we'll say, okay, so this item starts at $1. And then we don't have our timer tonight. That's one bad thing about being on StreamYard is we don't have a timer.
333, that's good luck.
So we'll have somebody like Nikki be a moderator and we'll like literally count down when we're wrapping up the offer up. And so what you do is you basically essentially just type in your bids as many of you are doing now. We appreciate it. So you'll put in $1, $2, $4, $8, and then the person with the highest offer at the end of the time will win the opportunity to purchase the item. So when you do purchase an item tonight, you will be responsible of the price of the item plus shipping. Please trust us. We have to go on our end by what we see in the chat. So when we say, done, or when we say number whatever, we have to go by how we see the numbers in the chat on our end. Just as
Curious what we're bidding on.
I don't know, but Sandra Kay's got it for $50. I think they're bidding on the magic mouse here. That's fine. That's all good. So yeah, that's how we're going to do that. It's pretty much similar to the way everybody else does things. Now, we do not do the just in case bids on our channel. So what you're willing to pay is what you need to put into the chat. Also, I feel like I was going to say one more thing about that. Oh, if a price were to go over $50, we just ask that after the $50 mark that you bid in increments of 5. So instead of 51, 52, we'll go 50, 55, 60.
We do have a blue Viking fairy lamp that I've been holding back. I'm going to have to show.
Spoiler alert.
I know. I'm just going to show it really quick and then put it down and we'll do it at the end. But they need to be thinking about that.
Well, it's just a spoiler alert.
They need to be thinking about how much they want to spend on the blue. Like, they need to look it up. Like they're selling on eBay, like hotcakes.
Okay, so let's see if I can find some graphics. So if you are a winner tonight, we do need some pieces of information from you. And I'm trying to find the graphic. There it is. So we need your YouTube name along with your real name. We need your mailing address and we need your PayPal email address. And you can send all of that to fatbirdfinds@gmail.com. And all of that information is also in the description of the video if you need to reference it later.
I'm feeling sentimental tonight, and I just saw that baby picture of Max that you had as a graphic. I can't believe it. It's like 11, he's 11 months old, y'all.
We'll do Max pictures later.
I know. I just saw that baby picture. I was like, oh, dear.
So I think I've gotten into everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are shipping from Western Kentucky, just so that you know. It's pretty central to everybody. Anything else that I've left out? I'm sure they'll let us know along the way.
Yeah. They've all been practicing, so they're going to know what you've left out.
All right. Well, this is going to excite everybody. Let's get into the Fatbird 5. We did it. The graphic, it worked.
This is so great. Wow, we need to recreate this for the other stream, right?
And don't forget, our podcast is going to be happening soon. I've got all my equipment that I need to run the podcast. We just have to do it.
Okay. This just in, Laura is wearing earrings.
That's great. Okay, ready?
Ready.
First item up is some plates.
Yes. I started to look up the pattern on these plates, and instead we had to look up how to get sound on a video.
We did.
So you guys tell me, but look at that gorgeous mid-century modern pattern right there. There's a starburst. It's got the turquoise and the green. It's not marked on the back. They're thick like restaurant wear though. Yeah. So I think we're gonna do these as an offer up.
Yeah, and these are just small. They're just kind of dessert plates. So they're not like entree plates. They're just small.
Yeah, either dessert plates, maybe bread and butter plates. And they might, Mary Beth, you're better at seeing this. There might be the teeny tiniest little flea bite here or there, but there's no big chips out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I might feel just a little rough spot on the edges.
Correct. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these plates.
Jamie, one of your favorite patterns. What is it? Michelle, comfy cozy. What pattern is that? I love it.
Okay, so are we gonna offer these up?
What can we put on those?
Nuts. Are we gonna offer these up?
Yes.
Okay, what's the starting price?
There's 5 plates, so let's just start them at $10.
$10 start. Here we go.
I'm on, right?
Yeah. And we don't have a timer this time, so we'll just give them a little bit to do some bidding, and then we'll count it down, Nikki. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna let you hold that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm doing it.
$10 start for the 5 dessert plates.
Someone says this is the Kathy pattern.
Oh,
Kathy? Like the name? Cheese and crackers, yeah. Oh, Kathy, like AY at the end. Thanks, Michelle. Michelle, it's like old home week. Like everybody's here. Michelle's here.
I'm really happy Michelle's here.
It's so awesome. Taylor Smith and Taylor. Cathay. Jamie, oh duh, Cathay. How do you say it? You say Kathy?
I don't know. I'm seeing, let's see, Susan S. No, wait. I see Karen Chase and Vintage at 20.
There's 5 of them.
So we're looking for a bid of 21 or more. Give you guys just a little bit longer, and then we'll start counting down from 10.
And see, because it's not quite a dinner plate size.
Oh, you know what? This one's a saucer.
Oh dear, that might make a difference. 4
dessert plates and a saucer, that might make a difference. That was in the middle. We didn't know that was that way.
Yeah, if anybody wants to go back and
if anybody wants to retract their bid, they better do it now. But it's 4 dessert plates and 1 saucer.
I can cover my face with these.
Yeah. So sorry about that. I didn't realize
Man,
that.
that looked just the same.
Yeah.
In that whole stack.
I mean, it's the same size.
Oh, Carrie, thank you for being the 5 swung vase event in my smashed and broken vase week.
Oh,
we got to put the 5 swung vases up for her.
Yeah, we can do that too. Okay, so let's
restart. LOL.
Let's start counting down, shall we? I'm going to go from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. On the plates. Good job, everybody.
Good job. Good job finding that saucer. Sorry about that. I got most of this stuff at the shed. I had a little quick trip to the shed this week. That's the first time I've been in a long time.
Awesome.
Misty. Yes, please watch the replay. I'm so glad you were here to say hello. Love you.
Hi, Misty. Thanks, Misty. Yes, I understand. Have a good night. Have an awesome weekend. Okay. I have a tray. I know that somebody has told me how to. Oh, no. Sorry. My mind is not good lately. Okay. It was Karen Chase and Vintage, $26. Sorry. Thank you for keeping me on track.
Good job. We got distracted saying bye to Misty there.
Thank you, Karen. You got it. We appreciate your bids. And we appreciate you. Okay, so
we missed you too, guys. Love. I see all the love in the comments.
I know that somebody has told me how to pronounce this brand before. We usually say Dar, but I think somebody has said that it's like Dare, or I forgot. Somebody's told me how to pronounce it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I don't know. But anyway, it's the Made in England DAHER company.
And look at the pattern on that one. I love it. It's like a chintz. And it's so boho and it's kind of fat birdish. It's the blue and the orange.
Yeah.
Love that.
Isn't that awesome?
We're just going to do a straight up price.
Straight price. Set
Yep.
price item.
$18.
$18 for this tray. It is metal. It is metal with the little flowers. Love it. Okay. $18.
Number 78.
Number 78. $18. Number 78. $18. Number 78.
A rolling tray. Well, you know, probably so. Yep, Vinny, we're going to go to the shed whenever you come see us. We'll be right here waiting for you.
see first to put in 78?
Yeah, I just love that pattern. Love it.
I think I have Michelle.
That's who I have too. Okay, so the first person to put in the item number 78, was Michelle.
I'm sorry, we confused a couple of people switching over to the number system, you know.
I'm sorry. I tried to tell everybody at the beginning that we do it 2 different ways.
I know.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we do it 2 different ways. So some of our items are set prices that have item numbers, and some of our items are offer ups.
Like I'm sitting here and didn't even write.
Thanks, Michelle.
Explain to some people what the shed is.
The Shed, it's like our local little antique mall. So lots of people have booths there, and some of it's kind of like flea market type things, but a lot of it's really good vintage stuff. I think that when Katie came through, she found some good stuff at the Shed.
She did.
Yeah, she'll have to tell about that.
Yeah, we won't steal her thunder there
We
with
won't.
what she found.
We will not do that. Okay,
Can I have the name of the other person? Or I guess I can go back and get it from the plates.
it was Karen Chase in Vintage, I think.
Chasing vintage. Yeah, like
Yeah.
chasing vintage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. Okay. So next we have this really cool, I guess it's a tea towel, right?
Yes. Linen.
It is linen. It's got a really nice linen fabric. Let's see if I can get a close up.
And you don't ever see the pink and red, Mary Beth. Look at that. And it looks brand new. I don't think it was ever used or washed.
Yeah, I mean, it's well folded and starched. Very pretty.
Yes, I'll hold it over here. I'm crazy about this. I love this.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a straight price, everybody.
Straight price. What is the price?
So don't put the price in the chat. Just put the number. Okay. The price, though, is $15.
$15 price. $15 price.
And the number is 65.
Number 65. So $15, number 65. $15, number 65. On the tea towel. Pretty. It's a good one.
Yeah, I love that one. What do you want to do next?
That's who I've got too, Nikki. We've got Leanne Shea.
Okay.
Leanne, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good job, Leanne. Should this be an offer up?
Yes.
It's so cute.
It's adorable. It's adorable. Look
Look
at
how
that.
cute. These little wooden owls sitting on this little stick. And it's adorable. You could put this on your wall and it would be so cute.
And you found this.
I did. I found it at a yard sale. And their eyes are felted. So those are felt and the rest of them is wood.
I love the little plastic plant coming out of the log.
Yeah, and there's like a little plastic greenery just there on that one side.
So I think we should start him at $20.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. $20 start, and this is an offer up.
Because it's a nice little size.
So we're going to start at $20.
1970s fun. Absolutely. Look at that.
$20 start.
And what is the, I mean, what is this? It comes across on the camera as a pattern, but it's kind of like carved out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like little carved. Yeah, that shows better. It's covering up my face so it can focus. Yeah, that's super cute.
There's the back. I'm seeing Michelle I'm seeing Sandra K at 35. Now I'm seeing Angela at 40.
The fun part about this is you got a few other things when you got these little guys. So
did.
you can watch for those coming up.
I did.
We don't have them tonight, but yeah, Laura, your face. My face. God, they're so cute, that little owl family.
I'm seeing Ruthie at 44. So we're going to start, counting it down here in just a couple more seconds.
Our timer is like...
I know, I missed the timer.
I missed the timer and I think we really we're onto something with that timer, because now that What's Up app or whatever.
Yeah, whatnot.
That everybody's starting to sell on. It has that quick timer.
Yeah.
It does those quick pace auctions. So
okay, I'm seeing Sandra K at 47, and we're gonna start counting down. 10, 9,
I'm gonna get out of
8,
shot. They're so cute.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
You did a regular 3.
I did.
Yeah, you didn't do this 3.
Well, don't tell him.
Stop.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait for that bid end from Nikki.
Looks like dear Angela's.
It's hot. I may be the one putting my hair up tonight.
Uh-oh, what?
Her hair.
Laura's gonna put her hair back.
See if I can pull you off.
Okay, so let me find the bid in from Nikki. Okay, I see it. It looks like I have Angela Marksberry, $49. Angela, thank you.
Thank you, Angela.
You got it, friend.
Helen's talking about my nails. I know. They're halfway decent tonight. Look. I was gonna have them all done and I didn't do it. That's what I should have done. I should have went and got them done for tonight.
Thanks, Angela. You got it. Okay, here's the fairy lamp.
The granddaddy.
Don't say granddaddy. That's weird.
Look at this, y'all.
We have a blue Viking fairy lamp.
Yeah, and it is awesome.
I don't see any issues with this either.
I know.
I'll
I
give you
try.
that.
I'm not good at as good as you at it, but I did try to look very closely for any little bitty things.
Yeah, I don't see any issues with this.
It looks like your microphone.
It does. I wish I could put it on there.
And man, I just love that diamond point pattern, because look at it. It just catches the light like crazy.
So this is going to be an offer up as well. And what are we going to start this at?
Well, we'll start. I mean, I think it'll be pretty popular. We'll start it at a $35.
$35 start on the Viking blue fairy lamp.
Found this at the shed too, Mary Beth.
Good job.
I know, right?
Good job.
I did that little short about it.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
I'm good at the shorts,
I know. You love those shorts. You're so good at it.
When Katie said that last week, I thought I was going to pee my pants. Did you hear
What'd she say?
That?
Oh,
did you miss that part?
No, when she was like, I'm getting good at those or something like that.
She said,
Yeah, she's like,
Mary Beth, I'm getting good at those shorts.
she was like, I'm not good at any technology. I'm really bad at all technology except the shorts.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
That's
the shit's
hilarious.
really coming through these days. That's for sure. That's for sure.
I'm seeing Ruthie at 70.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm hot.
You're going to have to tie your hair back.
Yep.
Okay.
No, you're doing real good. I can feel it. It feels better already.
Okay, Nikki, when you get back to your phone, I'm going to start counting down. Nikki's feeding the cats because the cat's apparently never been fed before in his life. Okay.
He knows we're doing something, so he feels like, you know,
10,
the need to have
9,
attention.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. That's really pretty.
I just love that.
My
one.
hands are shaking.
It's weird.
It's from the weed eater.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then I clicked the wrong button. Katie said, "Did you do that on purpose, Katie?" I'll ask you that when you come on. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, it's Fatbird Finds Colors, Nancy. That's right. I know. I mean, I'm obsessed.
Will you,
Obsessed.
Nikki, will you just double check and tell me what you see?
Well, yeah, let me get back in.
Laura, your fan. I know. I need my fan.
Donna RN.
That's who I have as well.
I did not grab it, though.
We've got Donna RN coming in at 80.
Donna, thank you so much. You're going to love that.
Donna,
It's beautiful.
Donna, thank
I
you so
almost
much.
kept it. It's beautiful.
Thank you, everybody, for your bids. We appreciate it. Okay. Bonus elephant time. We have a mystery box. Of...
No, ma'am.
No, Dixie.
we're,
Dixie, no.
Go on.
we're trying to feed Bood where Dixie can't get to it, but she's trying to sneak around.
She's gotten really ornery. The dog has. So she's kind of old. I mean, she's not elderly, but she's kind of old. And she's got arthritis.
She's not anywhere nearly as old as me.
Well, she has to take like pain medicine for her back because she has some arthritis in her back
And steroids.
and steroids. So the dog is brilliant. If you have a beagle or if you know anybody with a beagle, they're brilliant because so we have a buffet set over there in the corner that we put the cat's food on top of. So
Thank
Dixie,
you, Donna.
so Dixie can't get it. Right?
Right.
It's on top of the buffet.
Yeah, we have to put it way up high because Dixie will get into it.
Because we used to put his food back here on these crates. Well, she figured out that she could topple those over. And I was afraid she's going to hurt herself pulling one of those crates down on herself.
Right.
So we moved it to a higher table over here.
It's probably this tall.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
At least.
That
It's probably taller.
It's about 4 foot tall.
So she, this week, learned how, I guess she grabbed it with her mouth and pulled the table leg, pulled it over to the end table, got up on the couch, got up on the end table, and jumped over to that buffet so that she could get that food.
I think she took her little stodgy body and scooted it, scooted the leg.
And
like
she's
that.
chubby. She's chubby. You wouldn't think she would be able to do these things.
I know. It's crazy. And it's really kind of devastating because we don't want her to hurt herself.
I know. And when we take her to the vet for her medicine, they're always like, now don't let her jump up on the couch. Make sure you've got a little ramp or a little stairs or something.
Soft staircase.
And I'm like,
we're so
y'all,
careful.
I'm like, ma'am, we're doing our best. I can't help it. I mean, we almost have to crate her during the day. I don't like to do it, but
yeah,
it's almost for her own good because
we're saying you're doing your best.
I'm doing my best, but my dog is brilliant. She moved a table 2 feet so that she could jump from one table to another, and she did it.
I know somebody said we need to get that on camera. We do. We have one of those cameras that watches her, but we don't.
You can't rewind it.
You can't.
You
Rewind
can only
and
watch
play
it in real time.
I can pay for it.
Yeah, it's
So,
like a subscription.
It'd be almost worth it though to see her do that.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Anyway, she's a good girl.
She's trying parkour.
Okay, so we have a mystery box. That was the Fatbird 5. We did it. It was awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. That's great.
So we have a bonus elephant, and then we have a mystery box. Okay, and then we'll bring our friends on for some.
Yeah, I'm excited about
for
that.
some good stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so here is the bonus elephant. Little green planter with his trunk up. Very sweet.
It's a straight price. Do you want to do it like we do the mystery box and spin it to win it? Or do you just want to
do a set price?
do the first one to.
Yeah, let's just do the set price.
Well, I know we're going to do the set price.
Not the spin.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just give it an item number.
All right. All right. So this little guy is $16.
Yeah, no marks.
And obviously anything will be cute in there. He's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, Nancy Smith, thank you. I was going to ask somebody to tell that person to refresh. By the time we say it, it doesn't matter.
Correct.
But in the chat, if you type in for them to refresh, they can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. $16, the bonus elephant. I want to get to the story. And it is number 34.
$16, number 34. $16, number 34 for the bonus elephant.
Carrie, I can taste the rum now. All right.
All right.
Thank
Who
you
did
so
you have
much.
first, Nikki? Me too. We both had Ruthie.
Okay.
Thanks, Ruthie.
Thanks, Ruthie.
You got it, my friend.
Ruthie, yeah. And now, back by popular demand.
Back by popular demand. It's the mystery box. Okay, so if you're brand new tonight, and there's a chance you might be because we've got nearly 350 people on here. So we're really stoked that you're all here. So if you're not sure how we do our mystery boxes, we do those just a little bit differently than the set price or the offer up.
Yes.
We make it into a game because we like games on this channel.
Yes.
Okay, so we do what's called a spin to win. Okay, so we're going to give you the price of this mystery box, and the price is $15. So if you're interested in trying to win the opportunity to buy the $15 mystery box, here's how you do that. You ready?
I'm ready.
So $15, you don't get to know what's in here, but normally we put like small salt and peppers, Wade Whimsies, hankies, things like that. Things that we can fill up the small mystery box with. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get to know what's in there, but you do get to know that it is well worth your $15. We usually try to make them worth around $20. So we've never had any complaints yet.
Nope. And I am so excited because I just got a whole box full of postcards.
Nice.
You could see it in one of my little shorts. I'm really getting good at. Oh my God. But anyway, several people have texted about those postcards, and I don't want to sell them because I want to put them in the mystery boxes. They're gorgeous. They're like from the 1900s. And so I'm going to put some of those in there.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, so here's how you win the opportunity to buy the $15 mystery box. Here in just a minute, we're going to give you an item number. If you're interested in buying the mystery box, you need to type the item number into the chat only one time. Please only type the item number once, because if you type it more than once, it's not fair to everybody else, and our moderators might kick you out of the chat. So please only type the mystery box item number into the chat one time. It's only fair. It's just, that's what we're asking you to do. So please play nice.
Carrie's going to take care of that.
So then we're going to count it down pretty quickly, and Nikki will put in stop. After the stop is over, then we will count the total people of the total number of people interested. So if there were 20 people interested, we will spin a random number between 1 and 20. And then we'll take, if we spin the number 3, we'll take the third person. If we have 50 people interested, we'll spin a random number between 1 and 50. So that's how we do it.
That's how we do it.
Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm going to get ready here. I'm not looking at you because I'm getting my act together over here.
Okay, so Nikki, are you ready?
Yes.
So we're going to do a $15 mystery box, and the item number is 3. Item number 3 for the mystery box. Number 3. So I'm going to do a countdown here pretty quickly.
Are we streaming on Facebook tonight?
Not tonight.
I don't think we are tonight. We used to.
All right, here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And when I see that stop from Nikki, we'll start counting.
Is this when I show the pictures?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see the stop from Nikki, so I'm going to start counting the total number of people.
All right. I hope you're ready for this, because Max is 11 months old, you guys. 11 months old, like 2 days ago. Well, the 9th, whatever, however many days ago that is. And oh my gosh. Come on now. Move my face. How sweet is that? And you guys, I was FaceTiming him last night, and he hasn't started pulling up on anything yet, and he did it for the first time while I was FaceTiming him last night. So exciting. He just he used all of his little baby strength and just pulled himself right up on the couch. Was so cute. And then the other thing, besides a Max picture, wait, I gotta find it, is, I haven't even told Mary Beth this.
I think I counted 55.
Awesome. Oh, you too.
Yeah.
So, well, Mary Beth knows that Megan is in Paris. She's on a school trip to Paris, and there's 7 hours difference. So it was midnight before I even left work. And so they went to the Eiffel Tower to see it sparkle. It sparkles on the hour. And she FaceTimed me from the Eiffel Tower once it got lit up.
That's awesome. Yay, Megan.
Look at that. And I'll show you one more picture of her in Paris, and then we'll be ready. Hang on. She was so cute in her little Paris self.
Put it closer. Oh, Megan.
Look at her.
Very cute.
That was my Mother's Day picture for that day. All right.
All right, 55.
Cool. 55. That's fun.
Spin to win, Laura.
All
That's your
right.
job.
Okay, it's a quick transition. Sorry.
Do you remember how to do it?
Yeah, I got it. I can do it. I should have been practicing, right? Done. Restart.
Yep. Restart. There you go. Okay, here we go. We're spinning to win between 1 and 55.
Oh,
That's awesome.
54.
54.
Get out.
Well, you know that we have to go from the bottom, but I have to. What if I miscounted the first time? What if there were actually.
Well, I'm sure you didn't, because Nikki got the same number.
Nikki got 55 too.
independently.
That's true. So who do you have as the second from the last person, Nikki? Well, we're going to make sure we have the same person. Whisper it. That's who I have too. Okay, so we look like we're pretty. What? What was that?
I'm excited for
So
this person.
Nikki and I have the same person. It was Laura Orton.
Almost was Miss Pam.
Laura!
Laura Orton.
Laura, you did it.
I dropped my pen, so hang on.
Good job, everybody. So that's part of when you have to trust us, because normally it always looks different on everybody's end. You normally see yourself higher in the chat than you actually really are. So yeah, good job, Laura Orton. You did it. Okay, so that concludes the Fat Bird 5 and the bonus elephant and the mystery box. So just as a reminder, if you purchased something tonight,
stay tuned, because we're going to have a great story.
oh my gosh, you don't want to miss this story.
You don't want to miss the story. Then you can turn us off.
So just as a reminder, if you were a winner tonight, we do need some information. If you've never bought from us before, our email address is fatbirdfinds@gmail.com. We need your YouTube name along with your real name. If those two things happen to be different, we need your mailing address, and we need your PayPal email address. So thank you all so much. And yeah, come back next week if you want to buy some more fun stuff.
Yay.
Now it's story time.
Now it's story time. And it's time for our guests.
It's time for our guests.
Yay.
Okay, so introducing to the chat, we have Katie from Vintage and Vinyl.
Hi, everybody.
And we have Jamie
Hello.
from Vintage Wasted.
Hi.
Jamie, we match.
I know.
I need to take my hair down and take my glasses off.
I should have worn my T-shirt. I almost did, but it's packed away still from my trip.
Will you check and see if we're getting any feedback? I don't want the computer microphone and this microphone to interfere with each other.
Hang on for our technical
Does it sound okay?
issues here.
Just making sure we sound good. I think we're good. If you guys start hearing any feedback, we'll fix it.
So I'm gonna let you run this little portion.
Yeah.
Until you want me to jump in.
Yeah.
Because I don't know exactly what you have in mind and how you want to orchestrate this whole thing.
Yeah. So I feel like I should give just a little bit of backstory. Just a small amount of backstory, just in case maybe somebody doesn't know this.
Okay.
So everybody, always asks you what your unicorn item is. So what you want to find, if you could find anything out there in the world, what would it be? Right?
I bet they can put it in the chat.
So if you know what my unicorn item is, feel free to put that in the chat right now. I will tell you where I first saw my unicorn item, and that is from the show Mad Men, one of my very favorite shows of all time.
Can I just interject real quick? Because
Please.
Blake hadn't seen Mad Men, and ever since this, we started watching it.
Oh, have you?
We just saw the episode where, and he was like, "Oh, there it is."
Does he love it? Does he like the show?
Yeah, he loves it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I sent my friend that clip.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people are putting it in the chat. So yeah, it's the chip and dip from Mad Men. So everywhere I would go, I would always look for it. I would try to manifest it in the universe. I've been looking for it on eBay for, I don't know, probably more than 5 years. I've been looking for it for a long time. And then when we became resellers, of course, we went to more places and we found more people, more like-minded people. And so I would tell my friends, I'd be like, guys, if you ever find this, I would show them a picture of it. Keep your ears and your eyes open for this. And George, I've even told George, because George goes everywhere, Yeah. So the way that the chip and dip looks, there's a tomato in the middle, and there's 2 leaves of cabbage or lettuce on the sides. And I have found the chip and dip with 3 lettuces on the side, or 4, but never one with 2. Never have found it on eBay, Etsy, Macari, you name it. I've looked. So then,
and it's no good. I mean, you don't want it if it's not the exact one.
Right.
Yeah.
So when Laura and I started treasure hunting, my mom got really into it. So, she wanted to go and look at all these yard sales and look at all these places and go anywhere and everywhere that she could. And she was always taking the picture to people that owned these thrift stores or whatever. And she'd be like, if you ever see this, call me and let me know. And so I told Mom, she asked me one day, she said, how much would you pay for it if I found it? I said, Mom, pay whatever they want. It doesn't matter. I'll pay it, because I've never seen one for sale.
Yeah.
Never seen one for sale. I don't expect to anytime soon.
Right.
Yeah. It's, and George, that's a good point. It's not the Brad Keeler one. It's the Metlocks one that I was looking for.
And I was in Palm Springs months ago, and I thought I had found it. And I texted Mary Beth. I was like, was it the Brad Keeler or was it the Metlocks? Because I couldn't remember which one it was. And the one I was looking at was the Brad Keeler. And I was so bummed.
Yeah.
Because I really thought that I had found it.
Had been looking for this.
And it wasn't.
I had been looking and couldn't find it here.
Yeah. So it was the Metlocks chip and dip.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom said, what are you willing to pay for it? I said, it doesn't matter. I'll pay whatever. And she said, I'm going to find it. She said, I'm going to find it, and I'm going to find it cheap. I'm not going to pay a lot of money for it because I'm going to find it cheap.
She found our puff corn.
She did.
For us when we had the big puff corn crisis.
Yeah, and when we had the puff corn debacle, of course she was the one to go find that. So I had no doubt in my mind that if anybody could find it, it was definitely going to be her, right?
Right.
So then I'm going to let Jamie take over here in just a second.
Can I add something really quick?
Please do.
Just on that front. I don't know why I keep messing with my hair. I'm sorry. I was afraid that somebody else was going to find it before she did. I was like,
before my mom did?
Yeah. I was like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do if somebody sends you that chip and dip before she finds it? Because it's like her quest to find it.
Right. So Jamie, I'm gonna interject 2 more things just so that you guys have a timeline of some. Oh, some people are saying that we've got some echo. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna fix it.
Louie
saying hi to everybody.
Did Louie miss you?
Louie missed me a lot. She is all excited to be home. She got a puppuccino on the ride home.
That's so cute.
Okay, I
She's
think
going
I
a little haywire right now, and she's scratching at the couch and eating something I'm sure she's not supposed to after here.
love it.
If you need to check on her, you can.
Oh no, I think she's a little more settled, but
So just so you guys have a little bit of a timeline of some things that happened. So I got home from Savannah on April 1st that night. Jamie was coming to visit here. She was going to come here to Paducah on the 15th or the 16th. That Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah.
It was
Whatever the Saturday was.
It was Saturday the 16th, and that didn't happen because, of course, my mom passed away on the 5th of April. So that's your little timeline, and I'm gonna let Jamie take over from
Okay.
here.
So you're gonna let her tell the story before you try the video?
I'll try the video after she tells her story.
Well, are you going to say what it is?
I'm just gonna let
show
you
it.
take it away.
Yeah, you just tell the story. How
Okay.
you-
Okay. Well, so, we had this trip planned, Blake and I, my husband, and we were road tripping from California to the Midwest, partly to see them in Paducah, partly to see Blake's grandma in Iowa. We had this whole thing planned. So we were going to roll in on Friday night to you guys and be on Flippin and Sippin,
Yeah.
and then spend the day Saturday shopping and stuff like that. So, and that was kind of our only solid plan, I think. Katie and I had been talking about meeting in St. Louis, and at what point are we going to meet in St. Louis? I was like, are we going to go to Paducah first? Are we going to go to, so there's all this coordination, because road trips, you never really know what exactly is going to happen.
and
So-
originally I might have gone to Salina, Kansas to go to this record place with Blake, but then
Yeah.
I thought, well, what if I go to St. Louis because they're going there too, and I have family there and a lot of other
Right.
stuff I'd like to do, so it would make the trip more exciting for me. So I was like, oh, I could go there, and that's important to note because originally I wasn't going to go there.
Right. And we were originally only probably going to be in St. Louis on Sunday. We were going to be with you guys on Saturday, go to St. Louis Sunday, and then roll out of town. So we weren't even going to be spending a lot of time in St. Louis originally. And then when plans changed, we were talking to Katie more, and she was showing us this freaking amazing hotel she was staying at. And we were like, oh, well, we'll just spend more time in St. Louis instead. That time that we were going to be in Paducah, we'll just add an extra day and night in St. Louis and stay at this really cool hotel. So that was, I don't know, like kind of right before we left on our trip. We left on our trip that Tuesday before all of this. And I'll just say, just to kind of preface a little bit of what I have going on in my life. So, and I'm not going to get into a lot of detail. I don't want it to be heavy. This is a fun, lighthearted story, but
This is a nice show.
this is a nice show. But I'll just say that in the last year and a half or so, I've been going through some hard stuff. I lost my grandma, who I was really close with. And ever since she passed away, I have been more, we'll say, receptive to signs. Thoughts popping in my head for no reason. Even this morning, I'll give you an example. I was driving somewhere this morning, and I was thinking, okay, after I do this, I'm going to go swing by the Goodwill that's close by where I was going. And because I hadn't been to that one in a while, it was kind of far away. And as I was driving there, for some reason in my head, the thought popped, turn around and go home right now. And I was just like, okay, I'm making the first U-turn I can. And normally I wouldn't have thought anything of that. I'd be like, why am I thinking to go home right now? I'm going to Goodwill. But I'm just kind of more receptive to listening to that little voice that pops in your head for no reason, and then just being like, I don't need to go to Goodwill. What if I was going to get in a car accident or something? And I have my grandma or guardian angel or intuition or whatever you want to call it, telling me, no, you probably need to be going home now. And so I've just been kind of, I guess, acting on when that thought pops into my head. We'll just put it that way. So for absolutely no apparent reason, the thought pops in my head right before we leave on our trip to look up estate sales in St. Louis. And and there are like a dozen cities we were going to between California and St. Louis. So I don't know why I thought St. Louis specifically, but it was the only city that I thought of that popped into my head. And so I sat down and I just started looking at estate sales. And then at that point, we'd kind of figured out, okay, the only full day I'm going to be there is Saturday. So I'll just look on Saturday only, because we got there late Friday night. Everything would have been closed by then. Sunday, there aren't really estate sales, or if there are, like, we were doing other stuff and we were leaving town. So I was like, okay, I'll just look at Saturday. And there was a bunch of them, but one of the first ones I clicked on, I'm just scrolling through and it's just like kind of a bunch of junk. And I was literally like scrolling, like, you know, fast through this listing. And it was an online estate sale where you bid through an auction format through this estate sale website. And then there's a pickup day. The pickup day was the day that we were going to be there on Saturday in St. Louis, which again was the original day we were going to be in Paducah.
It was the original day they were going to be here.
Yeah, they were never going to be there on Saturday.
We were not going to be there at all on Saturday. We were going to be spending the whole day in Paducah. So the pickup day was Saturday, and that's the only reason I was even looking at it. And it was just like, I don't know, kind of more modern kitchen junk, and I don't know, just nothing that interests me personally. So I'm just like flying through this listing, and there it is. And I mean, I like came to a dead stop, like halt everything. Like Blake was probably talking to me and I'm like, shut up. This is serious. Something is on here. Everybody needs to be quiet. Leave me alone. This is intense. And I double checked. I looked at the picture she had sent me last time I thought I found it. And it was it. There was no doubt about it. It was it. And the very first thought that entered my head, without not even 10 seconds went by, was Rhonda just found this. Rhonda found this, and she just told me to go look up this listing. And I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm going to be in St. Louis on this day. Like, it was too, I think you called it serendipitous, or divine intervention, or highly coincidental. It was way too coincidental for me personally to feel like it was an accident. And so then it was like, all right, I got to get this to her. I feel a responsibility now. This is my mission. Money is no object.
Yep. Jamie Marco Polo'd me that. When she
I
told
think
me she had found it.
Started Marco Poloing Laura.
Yes.
I started Marco Poloing Katie. It was like, okay, this is going to be a group effort, everyone. Like, this is a mission.
I was trying to find that Marco Polo, Jamie. I can't find the one where I was like, what? You did what?
What? So then it was like, I set a bunch of alarms on my phone because I'm like, I can't miss the end of this auction. I bid on it immediately, and I bid $50, but I'll say the opening bid, nobody had bid on it yet. The opening bid was $7.50. And the auction had kind of just started. So I was like, okay, like it's just started. I think there was like maybe 7 days left when I found it, or five or 6 days maybe.
It was a lot of days, Jamie.
Yeah, it was many days left, and it was a lot of days to keep this a secret too. And so I bid on it. I put my max bid at 50, but I was thinking, like, I mean, as it gets closer, I'll just keep upping it because I'm not going to lose this. There's no way. Like, it's not going to happen. I'll pull over to a Starbucks in the middle of wherever the heck I am when this auction ends, and I'll get good Wi-Fi reception. Like, we were planning everything out. Okay, here's the part that I had forgotten to tell you too, Laura, is on the day that the auction ended, I actually did forget to check it, and I was not actively watching the auction at the very end. And it was because of the time change. When I set my alarms, I was in California. Yeah. So the alarms went off, and it still had like 2 hours left in the auction. And then at that point, we were somewhere. We were in like Kansas or something. And I was like, I'll remember to check it. And then by the time I remembered to check it, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and an hour had passed the thing. Anyway, long story short about that, I won. and nobody outbid me. Nobody bid against me. I was the opening only bid, and I got it for $7.50.
Wow.
And it's because Rhonda didn't want me to pay a lot for this thing. She said she wanted to get it at a good
nobody
price.
bid on it. Nobody bid on it.
Amazing.
Nobody else bid on it. It was just for me at the cheap, low price of. I'm starting to read the comments. I can't read the comments. I'll start crying. So, yeah, $7.50. And these things go, like, if they ever even come up on eBay or something, they go for hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and you don't even find one. You can't even find one anyway. So does it, you know? So I'm freaking out. I am Marco Poloing with Laura. Like, I got it. I just have to go pick it up on Saturday. Katie and Blake and I, we're all going to go make a day out of it and go pick this up together. And then, let's see. I'm trying to think if I'm leaving anything out. There's so many moving parts to this story, but there's still like a couple days from when I won it to when I was picking it up, and we were hanging out in St. Louis. And so then Saturday rolls around, and we all, also it was like only 20 minutes from our hotel. It was like right close by,
not far.
like exactly where we were.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And I don't even know, when I first was bidding on it, I don't even know if I had the hotel set up or if I knew exactly where we were staying. I was just like, it says St. Louis. How far could it be from, it's good enough. Like,
I don't think so,
matter.
because you had asked me about hotels after you said you had started bidding on it and
so.
found it, and you weren't sure where you were going to stay yet.
Yeah, I think so. So it very much just like worked out ridiculously well. So then we go on Saturday to pick it up, and we go in, and I bought something else too, which I ended up forgetting in Katie's car. So
I'm mailing it, Jamie. Don't worry.
But so I go in there and I get my two little things, right? And I walked out with it back to the car, and I start Marco Poloing with Laura to show her, And then I see Katie and Blake like coming out and walking next door with the guy running the sale. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Where are you going? And this is where Katie can certainly chime in, is like they had asked, well, do you have any record stuff? And he was like, oh, well, next door, by the way, I have a whole entire office filled with stuff from this estate that hasn't been listed yet. So do you guys want to come over and start digging through it all? And, Katie and Blake were like, yeah.
It
Like,
was amazing.
talking.
Well, because the guy, when I came in, he said, take a look around, see what's left from the one estate sale where Jamie had won the chip and dip.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm like,
It's crap.
not much. I mean, yeah, it was kind of junky, to be honest. And then Blake asks about the records, and I'm like, ooh, that's smart, records. Let's see what they have. And so the guy's like, sure, come next door. So we go marching next door to this little, and mind you guys, this is in a strip center behind some medical buildings, like just on a random road by the hotel, not in a place that screams estate sale, antique mall, like just a little old strip center.
Office
so we go
buildings,
next door to this tiny, almost the size of like a 1-bedroom apartment, if not smaller, but piled to the hilt with stuff. And he's like, I just got bins of records. And so the guy, I'm digging through records, I'm finding all kinds of amazing stuff, by the way, in mint shape, like stuff that I've been looking for. One of the records I have here that's actually pretty common, it's always scratched. Like, it's either scratched, the record's missing. Like, I can't ever seem to get this record in playable condition. Walked in, the guy has this. It's in mint condition. I mean, the cover's got someone's name on it, but what do I care? It's perfect. And I asked the guy how much for it. He goes, $1. So the guy's just giving me records for $1. I ask him, do you have any Petroliana? The guy comes out with some pretty unusual oil cans, antique early oil cans. He's like, is $5 okay? I'm like, of course $5 is okay. Like, if that were online, I'd pay like $100 for it. So I'm just at this point, like, whatever I can find, we'll see what the guy's gonna give it to me for. Find a Trifari owl brooch. He goes, oh, 50 cents. I'm like, 50 cents? Sure, I'll take it. And we both were racking up piles of stuff this guy, was just giving us. It was amazing. And I can't believe the stuff that was in there. Jamie's finding vintage Christmas. I found a
Well-
bunch of advertising. The guy just on the way out, he's like, "Oh, here, just take it. Just take it. Just threw it in my
Yeah.
box."
So
I mean,
the
I
one
walked out of
thing-
there for $40 with a whole stack of stuff.
The one thing Blake actually said before we left on our trip, kind of out of the blue, he goes, we're going to get a starburst lamp or starburst clock, right? Because it's something we've been wanting. It's like a very mid-century kind of iconic thing, and we don't have one. Anytime we see them out here, they're like $300, And he's like, on this trip, I bet we'll be able to find one. And he wasn't even saying I bet. He was just very confident. He's like, we are going to find one. And I was like, oh, are we? Okay. Says you. Fine. First thing I see when we walk in are these spiky metal things sticking out of a box and a clock face. And I was like, is that a Starburst clock? And he's like, yeah. I was like, do you know if all the pieces are there? He's like, yeah, I think they are, because we took it apart just to move it, to bring it here. And so as they were digging through record bins, I was assembling this clock in the other room. And lo and behold, all the pieces were there. It was like a little bit funky. I don't know if it'll work when we put a battery in it or not. It was a little bit rusted. And I asked him, but still amazing. And then I asked him how much do you want for it? And he says $10.
So great.
And I'm like, and the whole time in my head, I'm just like, thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for that. That was our little tip. This was our little and here's something for you girls for going and picking this up
We got a tip.
for us.
Yep.
That was our little special thing. Oh, and then I got this lamp,
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's
how
awesome.
fabulous that is.
tension pole lamp for $25. I mean,
It's
they're
amazing.
hundreds of dollar lamp, and yeah, all this Christmas stuff, and just just tons of really fun stuff. And I was also daily vlogging as we were on this vacation, and I so badly wanted to tell this entire story. And I'm like, so we got this clock. There's a lot more to this story. I can't tell you right now. So I've been sitting on this story for a month now too. But then it was okay, I need to ship this chip and dip. And I was thinking originally, I was like, oh, it's kind of perfect because I'm close. I'm in St. Louis. I'm close by. The shipping's not going to be anything. And it'll be no big deal. But it was Saturday. By the time we picked it up and we're done in there, post office was closed. Next day was Sunday and we were leaving town. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll take it with me to Iowa. I'll ship it from Blake's grandma's house in Iowa. I need to find a box and wrapping. And then Katie's like, well, I'm going right through Paducah on the way home.
Mhm.
So I'm like, hand delivery. And so Katie got to be a big part of the story too, and be the one to deliver it, on a velvet pillow.
Yeah, because can you imagine trying to pack that and get it?
Well, and it did have a hairline little crack in it. And I was thinking oh God, if it gets banged around, what if it shattered? What if, I was just really nervous about it was going to be a box. It was going to be a 2 foot by 4 foot box just filled with bubble wrap. So it was way, way, way more perfect that Katie was there and driving home that way anyway, or to Pamela's, and so she got to hand deliver it, and then you guys got to hang out too, which was even more great, so it just
Right.
It was
worked out so well.
The thing that's amazing about that is I wasn't even going to go home that way. See, I wasn't even going to go to Pam's. So I had been talking to Pam before the trip, as we do sometimes in the evening on video with some people from the community. And we were chatting back and forth. And, Pam said, well, when is someone going to come visit me, or something to that effect? And I said, well, Pam, I could probably come. I don't know if it's on my way. And then Angela looks up the route. She's like, well, yeah, you could go just this way, just a little bit this way, and you'd go right through Pam's. And I'm like, well, shoot, I'm already on vacation. I might as well do it. Why not? So I just made the extra, trip to go see Pam, and that put me right through Paducah coming
Isn't that
home.
crazy? Isn't that crazy?
And it was just perfect because I got to deliver this chip and dip. Now, when Jamie gave it to me, we put it in my car. And then the funny part about this is I realized, you know, I probably don't want to leave this in the car. I'm a little paranoid because it's going to the hotel valet lot. Now, I'm sure everyone's wonderful and it's fine, but this is too darn important to just leave in a hot car. Like, it cannot be
Yeah.
there. So I'm like toting the thing out of my car and I'm like, okay, I've got other things to carry. This is priority. Those things can just wait, but I need this to get to my room now. Like, I will not be okay until this is in my eyes, in my room, locked behind the door. So, of course, the convention that the hotel is having is this massive convention called Shutterfest with photographers, live animals. The hotel's just slammed. So I go up to the desk and I told the guy, they have bellhop people that come and get stuff from your car. I said, by any chance, can you move this box on your cart up the special service elevator so it's like extra protected? Because I didn't want to drop it. I didn't want to bump into somebody that's got big equipment. Like, all the thoughts were going through my head. And I thought, this is probably the safest way. So the guy goes, well, we don't actually have anyone right now because of the convention and yada, yada, yada. He's like, but I can hold this for you. I said, sir, that's not going to do. He goes, I promise we're going to be okay. I said, let me tell you. I said, this is very special. And so I go to proceed to explain to this guy about this chip and dip and why Mary Beth has to have it and why it's so special. And mind you, he's never heard of Mary Beth, never heard of anything vintage probably, or the chip and dip, or he just is listening to me explain why this is so important and this holy grail item. And he's just staring at me like, well, whatever, lady, you're a little crazy, but we're the hotel, so we got to make the guests happy. So he holds it at the desk, and I'm like glued by the desk looking at it, waiting and waiting. I wait like 25 minutes, and some other bellhop guy comes down. He's like, all right, we can take it now. And so he's like, I'll go up. I said, I'm going to follow you. He goes, well, I promise, ma'am, I won't drop it. I said, I know. So then I had to tell him the whole story again. Chip and dip, and how important it was, and Mary Beth had to have it, and I was delivering it. It was this thing that we didn't ever expect to find, and yada yada yada. So I follow him up the service elevator all the way up to my room. He's like, "Where do you want it?" I said, "On the desk where it's safe, right here." He sat down. He's like, "Okay, it's here now." I'm like, "Thank you," and then I go about my day. But it was such a big deal to me to get it up to my room, and then when they were packing my car to come home and go to Paducah and the Pam's, I was very particular about the chip and dip, and I watched the guy did the same whole thing, followed it all the way down, made sure it got in the front seat. I buckled it in, like the whole box. I'm like, it's got to get there. Nothing can happen to this.
Oh my god.
My mom would love every single detail of all of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
She would get the biggest kick out of it, I swear. And guys, I mean, mind you, none of this would have happened. None of this would have happened otherwise. I mean, it's too many moving parts for it to be a coincidence. I mean, I told Laura, I said, I'm the biggest skeptic in the world as far as things go. I feel like I can always come up with a way to talk myself out of something that's happened. But I'm like, this is just too much. This is just too much stuff. I mean, it's totally a synchronicity. It's just, there's no other explanation for me. So
No, me either. And truly, like, I had not been looking up any estate sales anywhere for our trip. Like, that thought had not crossed my mind. I was looking at thrift stores and antique malls. And it was like, oh yeah, estate sales. Why didn't I think of estate sales? And then also the other thing was, I got to meet Rhonda and so did Katie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, maybe she knew us. She trusted us. She knew we were the right people to like get put on this mission,
I think that's right too. I mean, I honestly, I think that's part of it because a lot of people, I have visited a lot of other YouTubers, and you two and Michelle, I think, are the only ones who met my mom.
Yeah.
So
I think that's right.
I really think that's part of it. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really do believe that this was no coincidence. I mean, we were used in the right way and put in the right place at the right time. And I truly believe that because I've seen that over and over again in my life, not just here, but in other situations where, things or people have come into my path, and there's no way that there wasn't a reason for them to be there, and it was just the right time and the right place and everything. And I truly believe that about this. There's no way I was just, the perfect person at the right time.
And I mean,
and Jamie too. It was just amazing.
Yeah, and I think the most important part that lets us know that it was a message was that there's no way Jamie would have been there if something hadn't happened.
Right.
Because there's nothing else that we would have canceled for or changed plans for or anything like that.
Yeah. So this was, go ahead, Jamie.
Even close enough to you guys where, hi Blake, where you theoretically could have found this yourself. It was within the realm of possibility that maybe you would have happened to be in St. Louis or whatever. Somebody would have tipped you off and you would have gone and gotten it yourself. But you weren't, because of the circumstances, you never would have seen it because you weren't shopping. You weren't in that frame of mind. Nobody would have even told you if they found it, if they lived in St. Louis or anything. So, and I wasn't even going to be in the city on that day. So just all those sort of little pieces, they
and
lined
you
up
got
too
it for
perfectly.
so cheap.
Yeah.
I
mean, the cheap thing too. I mean, she said to me, I swear to you, it was probably just a couple months ago. She said, Mary Beth, I'm going to find it and I'm going to find it cheap. She said that to me.
Did
not long ago.
Yeah.
And not just the estate sale, but the rest of the day. I mean, Blake and I, and Jamie, I know you found a lot of stuff at that first estate sale, which I think was Mama Rhonda, but her just picking the places that we went or happened to Google. I mean, I don't think it was happenstance. We found some amazing places that day. And I still think about the record exchange because we ended up going there last and we weren't going to go there. I think it was Blake that said, hey, do we have time for one more stop? Do we want to go someplace else before dinner? And I'm like, well, I don't know what's open. I mean, I know some stuff in St. Louis, but I don't know all the record stores. And then Blake ended up Googling it, and this place was open till 8:00. And we would not have gone there had this place not been open late, and we found it. And Jamie was like, sure, let's go to one more place. We ended up walking in there, and the place is filled with records, chock-a-block full. And then I don't know about Blake. Well, yeah, he did. He found some of his reel-to-reel tapes.
Mm-hmm.
But I found a ton of 50s records that I will never see again because they're that rare. And I wouldn't have even thought to Google other record stores because I know about vintage vinyl, which is the big one in the Del Mar Loop that I love. So I probably would have gone there and then just done other antique stores. And I would have missed that while I was in St. Louis. Had it not been for that day, late Googling it being open late, and then me coming home with records that were my holy grail 50s records, again, that are just so rare you'll never see them. And the guy giving me a discount,
crazy,
amazing.
That's insane.
And she's like, and the whole trip, I feel that way about other things too. Not just our time in St. Louis, but going into Paducah and finding a Trifari crown I'd been looking for at Mama Lehman's store. That, just the lady just happened to get in, or the lady that had these happened to be a royalist and had a whole collection of crown jewelry. And this just happened to be in there. It wasn't happenstance. This whole trip, it was just Mama Rhonda had her little hands and everything, I think.
It was magical.
I think so too. So keep in mind, everybody, this was like a week-long epic tale. I mean, so Laura knew about it before I did. I didn't know about it until I had it literally in my hand. So I have a video. Laura came into my house the other day, and she says, Nikki, I need you to video this. And I'm like, what is happening? So I'm going to attempt to play this video.
Oh, I hope it works.
Yeah. I'm going to mute you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mute them. And then, okay, so I'm going to attempt to share my screen. I was able to do it earlier. So let's hope that it works this time. So I think I've got the video up. I do. Okay, so I'm going to try to play it. Just a second. Sorry, if I had two screens, this would be much better.
I wish I had been a little more aware or conscious of the videoing, but
Oh my gosh.
whatever.
So if you guys don't hear sound, tell me in the chat that you are not hearing any sound, and I'm going to go ahead and mute my microphone now as well, and then we'll go from there.
This is so sweet. You're going to love this.
But make sure you tell me in the chat if you can't hear it.
Okay. Okay, let me just give you a little, I'll give you a little bit of background before you open it, okay? So right now, Katie from Vintage and Vinyl is at the Holiday Inn.
In Paducah?
Yeah, she was supposed to drive through and drop this off. It's from Jamie.
Okay.
Okay, so she's supposed to just drive through and drop it off, but she's like, yeah, I'm on my own schedule. I think I'll just stay, which I didn't know.
Okay.
I thought she was just gonna, like, I was gonna run to meet her on my lunch hour, because she even said, like, I could just drop it off at Layman's or drop it off on your porch. And I was like, no, don't do that.
Okay.
So if you feel up to it, after we open this, we can go have supper. I'm gonna go have supper with her.
With Katie.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So get that started.
That's great.
Okay. So Jamie Marco Polo'd me
Okay.
just like days before she was supposed to come,
Okay.
and said that she has something for you possibly. And this is all, I'll just let you look at my Marco Polos after you open this. How about that?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm very nervous.
I'm really nervous.
I'm nervous.
Do you know what it is?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yes. That's
Okay.
why I'm nervous.
Okay. I'm very confused. But this is not from Katie, it's from Jamie.
Yeah.
But Katie delivered it.
Yes.
You saw Katie today.
Yes.
When did you see Katie?
Just right after work. It's so
Okay.
much fun. I've been texting her and Angela.
Okay. Is it a puppy?
No.
Okay.
Angela also got us like an Empoli purple vase. It's out in the car though.
Oh. Why are you out of breath?
I'm just nervous. We've wrapped this thing and now
It's got dinosaur paper.
and now I have to pull off this thing, and then so I put the note in there from Jamie, but I don't want you to read the note first, or maybe I do. I'm just trying to make it perfect.
Okay.
It's not going to be perfect.
It's
So
perfect already.
okay.
Okay.
I hope it. I mean, you built it up.
And I didn't bring Katie with me because it might be a tad bit emotional. So
Oh.
I thought,
Oh no.
so I just thought we would go back and get
You
Katie.
will show the paper.
This is a must. This was
The paper's great.
Yeah.
Where did Katie come up with the paper? Or was
I
that
think so.
Jamie?
I think Katie found it in
That's
Atlanta.
fantastic.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right.
So
I'm ready.
I'm good.
Mhm.
Let's see, you're in this.
Maybe you will read the card.
First,
Well, I mean, it's inside.
you
the
told
box.
me not to.
I know, but I think I changed my mind.
You want me to read the card?
Yeah.
Do I read it out loud?
Yeah.
Are you gonna cry?
Yeah.
Jesus, what in the world is
I've
happening?
already cried a bunch.
Oh my God, Laura.
Okay, so St. Louis Union Station. Okay.
I like the little note at the top.
And P.S. Sorry about the glitter. That's at the top. Dear MB, when we started our trip, something told me to check estate sales in the area we were going. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I'm like squinting. I found one in St. Louis that was an online sale, and pickup day just happened to be when we would be in town. This was literally the only good thing in the sale. All that's sorry, I can't read this very well.
Here. I know what it says.
Yeah, you read it because I don't have my glasses.
Okay. This was literally the only good thing in the sale. All this was way too perfect to have been an accident. I'm very certain your mom was the one who found this for you. Katie and I were just the ones she needed to get it to you. We love you. Love, Jamie.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
I can't just stand it.
Oh.
Be careful.
Okay.
I'm going to help you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, don't tip it over.
my God.
Oh my God.
I told you.
I can't even deal with it.
I know.
My mom literally said not long ago, she said, Mary Beth, we're going to find that.
I know. So, I mean, the story just, the sale was on Saturday. Well, she was supposed to be here on Saturday.
Yeah.
So when that happened to your mom, plans changed, and she was changing her plans and just looking at sales and things. And she kept me posted all the way through, and I was like, she's like, I'm so, she's like, she's nervous that she wasn't going to get it, And I was like, well, I said, I can help you pay for it. Well, the very next thing she sent back, she's like, well, I got it. And I was like, oh my God, you're kidding me. And she's like, no, not one other person bid on it. I got it for $7.50.
Are you fucking serious? Oh my gosh.
So you're saying that she would not have gone to this sale or even known about the sale if the plans hadn't changed.
Correct. That's why
Wow.
that's why it's it. Isn't that insane?
That's amazing.
Is that the craziest thing that's ever happened?
Jamie, that's the craziest thing that's ever happened. Oh my God.
I know.
$7?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Now, on top of that, I can't wait for Katie to chime in when we see her later. But on top of that, so you'll see the Marco Polos on my phone. But she's like, she gets to the auction place, she goes in and gets it, she brings it back out to the car, and she's like, yeah, the Marco Polo's like, Laura, my God, just look at it. And then she's like, she goes, okay. So I had to show it to you, but I've got to go back in there because the guy told me that he has other stuff. Like there's stuff that people didn't want, and I could go through it, and me and Katie could go back and go through stuff. So the next thing I know, she's back, and she sends another Marco Polo, and she's like, Jesus, you're not going to believe this. She said, when me and Blake set out on our trip, besides his stereo equipment, he's like, what's the one thing we want to find if we're going to all these places? And she said, well, I mean, if it could be anything, it's a Starburst clock. That's what I want. I don't have one. And the guy had one.
Oh my
In the
gosh.
auction house.
Wow.
Wow.
And she got all kinds of vintage Christmas for like $5. They got records for $1.
Oh my gosh.
That's so awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my gosh, Jamie.
Jamie,
I
oh my
love
God.
it. I mean, it goes without saying, I love it. It's my unicorn piece.
And she's like, I can't ship it. What am I going to do? And then she's like, I can ship it, but tomorrow's Sunday. And then she's like, I guess I'll have to take it to Iowa with me and ship it from there. And then she's like, finally, Katie said, oh my God, I'm going right through there. Well, I'll just take it to them.
Wow.
We have the best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
Ever.
that crazy?
Absolutely.
Okay, we can message her back in a minute. I want to show her my mark.
Okay, so I think everybody's unmuted back.
Yeah. Amazing.
So I think everybody's unmuted. Oh, is that me, feet? Oh, was that Nikki?
No, it was
Oh.
Blake.
Oh, okay, got it. So yeah.
So let me just
So now everyone's crying.
Yep.
let me just explain briefly because I looked at some of the comments. We didn't leave Katie out on purpose. I mean, not to be any certain way.
No.
This was all super fresh at the time.
I mean, it still is.
I mean, it still is.
Yeah.
So you can imagine this was 2 weeks ago. So it was super fresh. And I had no idea if she would want anybody to be here, or if she felt like going out after, or anything like that. And so I didn't want Katie to feel awkward or uncomfortable or anything like that. So I was just going to do that. That's why I wanted to video it, because I didn't want anybody to miss it. I wanted.
It was perfect.
Yeah, we started it out to be just a private video for Katie and Jamie, and then Mary Beth decided she would share it. So
I'm so glad.
And I didn't want to just
Such a
pop
good
up
video.
and surprise Mary Beth. I knew that she might not be ready for visitors, but if she was, that was really cool. And if not, that was okay too. I was just thrilled that I could deliver it safely and get it there, because that was my main mission. And it was a bonus, so we got to go to dinner together and get some laughing in, which I think is good for the soul.
yes.
So here you go, guys. Here is.
Yay!
Don't drop it.
Here is the chip and dip.
Don't drop it.
I know, right?
The lid is what I'm concerned about.
I know.
I
So
display it in bubble wrap.
that's it. I mean, that is the one from the show. That is the one from Mad Men. Exactly. I have only ever seen one that was sold on Macari, and I wasn't there. I didn't see it like for sale. It was like when Macari was brand new, and I didn't really know about it yet. And when I checked it, I saw that there had been one sold, and I was like, "Well, crap! I didn't know this was even a thing." And so that's the only one that I've ever even seen for sale, and it was an ended auction. So
Are you gonna?
Don't you want to ask their props master where they got the one for the show from, if it's that rare?
Yeah.
yeah, interesting. So I mean, I'm terrified to even touch it, and my mom would not want me to feel that way. She would, she's made me some quilts. And she said, "No, I don't want you to just put those up somewhere. I want you to use them." So she would be mad at me. I've had it in her bedroom. She had a bedroom here. And I've had it in her bedroom on the dresser because I'm afraid to touch it. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, if I drop that and break it, I'll never recover. But
It'll be okay. We can fix it.
one of my vases up here, it's a pink one. We went on a trip together, and it wasn't long ago. And I had every intention of selling it, but she really liked it. And she said, "You don't have a pink one, and I really like that. And when you look at it, you can think of our great day together." And I'm like, "Mom, you can't put all that on a piece of glass. You can't do that to me." And
What if it gets knocked off and broken?
I said, "What if I knock it off and break it?" And she goes, "That'd be okay."
Yeah, Auntie Christy said, "Jamie, it looks like a bubble wrap burrito coming out the box."
It's a big burrito.
This bossy here was just like, "Well, don't flip it over." I'm like, "Oh God."
I was
Nikki in
worried,
that
Laura,
video was
that
the
we had
funniest
put
part.
it in the box the wrong way when we were wrapping it up. I was like, "Oh no, which way did I put it in
Yeah,
there?"
I know, right? Here we were at the Holiday Inn in the middle of the bed wrapping dino paper around it.
And I gotta tell
I had
you
not
something
taken my
too.
scissors that I stole from work.
I gotta tell you about the dino paper, because see, that was not another coincidence either. It just
Right.
it happened to be. So that dino paper I did not have in my possession before I left for the trip. I had packed up some small friend mail and things, and I wanted to wrap it, and I didn't wrap it before I left. So I thought, well, when I get to Atlanta, because I drove through Atlanta to go to St. Louis, I'll stop in the same place that my grandparents have stayed forever and ever when they come down from Missouri to visit us. And I know I've been there several times, so there's a bunch of stores. I can probably run in and find some paper, and I'll wrap it in the hotel room that evening, and, give me something to do. And so I went to this little town outside of Atlanta in Kennesaw, Georgia, and I saw that there was a TJ Maxx across the way. And I thought, well, let me just run into this TJ Maxx and see if they have anything. Because, usually those places have some sort of wrapping. Well, lo and behold, they have just a couple of pieces of wrapping paper, or tubes of wrapping paper. And one of them happened to be the dino. And I was on the phone with Carrie at the time. And Carrie and I were videoing. And Louie, what do you have? And I turned it around. And I said, "What do you think about this for Jamie?" She's like, "You got to get the dino paper. You have to." And I'm like, okay, because it was either the dino paper or birthday balloons. I'm like, I guess dino paper. Well, there were 2 rolls. So I ended up buying 2 rolls of it because I didn't know how much I needed. And then I thought, well, I'll figure out something to do with the rest of it. It will be fine. And then lo and behold, here comes this chip and dip that we end up needing to wrap. And I've got a spare roll of dino paper. You know, and how often do you find dinos on wrapping paper? Not very often.
And that was perfect for, she brought presents for my kids too. And my son Brody is obsessed with dinosaurs. So it was like perfect wrapping for him too. Like he loved the wrapping paper when he got his presents and stuff. So it was just, you know, too perfect.
It's too much to be a coincidence. It just is. It just is.
Louie's eating something. One moment.
Okay.
Oh, Louie.
So, I want to give a shout out to, I lost it. Let's see. Hold on. Wait for it. Needy Sharon, welcome. Thank you. Best YouTube I've ever watched and first time commenting. We're glad that you did.
Oh, Louie really got a hold of that one.
So, Leanne, Crafty Kitty, I am sorry, but your package will have to be redone before it goes out tomorrow. Louie has eaten your package, but the brooch is fine.
Oh, Louie. Oh, I'm so stoked. We've got over 400 people watching.
It's
That's so nice.
It's so nice. Hi, everybody.
Guys, if you're brand new, if you're here for the first time, we would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Also, we would love for you to subscribe to our friends, Katie, Vintage and Vinyl, Jamie at Mid-Century Wasted. I just, I can't say enough about this community, and it wouldn't be possible for us to do what we do if it wasn't for all of you guys watching. So we appreciate you all more than you know.
Yeah, and if you watch and you never comment, just go ahead and put a comment in the chat now and just let us say hello, because we really appreciate you being here tonight. It's special.
Yes. Is the big purple glass bottle there? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go get that. We'll show that off that Angela found for us.
Oh, yeah.
It's really pretty. But Jamie, I think my favorite part, I've gone back and watched those Marco Polos over and over again. My favorite part was you bringing that out to the car and going, Laura.
I was freaking out.
Jamie carried it out like a baby.
Yeah.
We weren't going to drop that. No way.
It was so much because obviously I had never seen one in real life before. It was so much nicer and better quality than I expected. And it was bigger than I expected. I was just like, oh, this is so cool.
I know. It's so awesome.
Plus,
Louie.
Wow.
And sent to us this gigantic purple genie bottle.
Whoa.
Look how beautiful that is.
And I mean, it is gigantic.
Nice.
Hello, Claire. Thanks for commenting.
That's a beautiful color.
Yeah, I love purple. It's hard to find purple glass.
We might not tackle
Ever.
shipping that one. That might be for sale at Layman's.
Yeah. But I love this. Love it so much.
So pretty.
Thanks, Angela.
That was a good find too at one of the local antique malls Angela and I found in St. Louis, and it was just sitting in this booth on the floor, and I would have passed it by. I think Angela saw it and was like, "Hey, is that
That's
something
awesome.
good?" And I'm like, "Yep, sure is."
Welcome, Stacy. I love all these people that are just saying hello that never comment.
Oh, it's so nice to see all of the friends and new friends in the chat, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Did you see Miss Pamela's comment long ago when the video was up? She said, well, I'm already in here slinging snot.
Yes.
That cracked me up.
Yes, it's so hilarious. She's so funny.
I could just see that at Miss Pam's kitchen. Her watching her
Slinging snot
computer.
around.
Yeah, I mean, you guys came on a great night. If you just joined us, I mean, we have a lot of fun all the time, though. But this is really, really a special one, a special story.
Yeah, it was amazing, Jamie, that you found that online. I still, that shocks me. I can't believe it.
Me too. I mean, the whole thing was just, I'm honored to have been a part of it. It was really cool. It was a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Well, you guys made it happen totally. I mean, there's not a whole lot of people that would have carried that all the way through beginning to end. and made that happen.
Oh, it was going to happen. There was no
Yeah.
doubt in my mind it was going to happen.
When Jamie told me that on Marco Polo, and she's like, money is no object, and we're gonna get this, and you
Yeah.
won't believe this. I was like, well, yeah, anything we got to do, wherever we got to go, like even if it's an hour outside of this, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're getting this. Mary
Yeah.
Beth
Yeah,
has to
Katie
have
was
it.
totally on board with the whole shenanigans of that day, and yeah, it was great.
Yep, we got to let's see, we didn't want to ruin the surprise, so I don't think we shared pictures on Instagram or anything of Katie's visit, but I think I've got one.
I think Katie shared. No, I don't
I
remember.
put one on Instagram.
Did
I
you? Oh,
think.
good.
But it was after everything had happened, because I didn't want it to seem like something was up, so that we could share the story, And the only person that knew besides Jamie and Laura was Angela knew, because she was potentially going to drive down with me,
Right.
but the timing just didn't work out. And then Carrie knew, but I told
And Blake.
yeah, and Blake knew, and I was like, you cannot tell a soul, like this is a secret.
Well, it's not really gonna do, is it?
You're doing a fine job, Laura.
There we go.
You're not real good at the technical stuff, but you're real good at the words.
You're short, Laura.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Love it. Well, I mean, that's really all we have prepared for tonight, was just to kind of talk about the story and to tell everybody. We've been sitting on that for a while, so I'm glad that everybody finally knows the details.
Yeah, I think anything after that is a little anticlimactic.
True.
Would have been anticlimax, but we can go back to our game plan and all that stuff next week.
Well, I'm gonna let Jamie and Katie just kind of say bye and what they've got coming up in their lives.
Okay,
Does that
do
sound
it.
good?
Yes.
I'm gonna start with Jamie.
In our lives in
Well-
general. Well, it's a baseball game tomorrow, and no. So I would love if anybody wanted to see the sort of play-by-play of this day. Go back to my vlogs on my channel and go watch the ones from St. Louis, and you'll see kind of my energy. Like, there's so much more to the story I want to tell you so bad. But you can see all the other stuff that happened that day. Katie was there, and it was just a lot of fun. So those videos are really, really fun if you want to go back on my channel and watch those. And then as far as what's coming up on Wednesday, I have, I'm going to be on Misty's sale, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter at, it's 10 o'clock Pacific, whatever time that is.
1 p.m.
1
Eastern, I think.
Yes.
1
Yeah.
Eastern.
Central.
Yeah, so I'm going to be on her channel. We're going to be having a sale. And then every Wednesday night, Blake and I do a Flippin and Sippin ripoff show
It's so much
at,
fun.
at 8 o'clock Pacific. So it's late for everyone. It's more of a, West Coast is the best coast kind of show. Where I show hauls, basically. We're not really, thank you, Angela. We're not really selling stuff all that often. It's more of whatever videos I've posted during the week. On Wednesday, we show you live the stuff that we got from those shopping videos. So, and we drink, and then I get annoyed at stuff Blake's doing, and that's the show. So that's what's going on. Those are on Wednesday nights on my channel. Wasted Wednesday.
Love it.
Awesome.
And make sure that you do check out Jamie's videos, because they're excellent. She did a really good job with the
Thank you.
vlogs. I would get in bed every night at the hotel, and I couldn't wait to watch the next one. They were all so exciting. But I've got a bunch of vlogs and videos too from my St. Louis trip. So if you're interested in that, and I've got more to come, I have not finished editing them.
Oh, good.
I am going to have a premiere this Wednesday, I believe at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and it is going to feature the gentleman that is the head curator for the Jefferson Barracks Telephone Museum. So there's a whole museum dedicated to telephones in St. Louis. It is amazing, and they have a whole line of princess phones, rare advertising, and really, really cool stuff dating all the way back from the early days of phones in 1900s through now. And it's just so cool. It's a tiny little museum in an old Civil War house. And the guy was excellent. I got to interview him and got a private pic of some advertising. So I'm going to share my interview with him as a premiere this Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So that's coming up. And I've got some more amazing content from my trip, including stuff from Pamela in Alabama, which I haven't shared yet. So I've got so much to edit. And so look forward to that. This weekend, I'm working on getting my house organized so I can maybe do a live haul, because I've still got bins with all kinds of cool stuff I got, including stuff from the shed, which is very exciting because Jeff's junk is just amazing.
Awesome. Very good. Thank you guys. As far as us upcoming, so I have been actually editing some videos this week. You didn't know that, did you?
Stop it.
I've been editing some videos, so I've got tons and tons of video footage. Not tons, but a lot. So I've got some videos.
You didn't tell me that.
I'm telling you now. So I actually have like regular content scheduled out for the next 3 weeks.
That's exciting.
Yay!
I'm so excited.
So we're gonna have videos on Tuesdays upcoming, and of course, Flippin and Sippin from now forward on Fridays is back.
Yay.
Yay!
Be sure to be on the lookout for our podcast. We're gonna do video podcast that will be on YouTube. I'm not sure what night that will happen or how soon. I would say in the next couple of weeks, though, probably I'm going to try to make that happen.
I will say I'm stoked about my headphones. My headphones.
If nothing else, watch for the headphones. We do have a fan account on Instagram for our ice maker, Flippin and Sippin ice maker. If you've missed that, so that account.
I'm gonna go hit the ice maker one last time.
Maybe the next fan account that we can have will be Laura's headphones. So,
Carrie, get right on that. That's your
Oh,
assignment
Carrie.
this week.
Carrie, there's the ice maker. Good job, Laura. So if you were wondering, Carrie made the fan account, the ice maker, which is hilarious. So if you see that on Instagram, that's what that is. That's a lot of fun. She asked me for some intimate pictures of my ice maker, and I had a lot of fun indulging her with those. So anyway, fun times.
Fun times.
Okay. Well, I want to thank Katie and Jamie for joining us tonight. Please make sure you're subscribed to them, Vintage and Vinyl and Mid-Century Wasted on YouTube. They put out fantastic content, and they're very informative, and you need to be following them ASAP.
Yes, and thank you guys so much from me as well, and just thank you everyone. We're so glad to be back, so glad to be with you guys, and so appreciative of all of the sweet comments and thoughtful things that everyone's done.
Indeed. Okay. Well, we are going to end it there. So everybody, if you haven't already, please give this video a like. If you want to come back after the video post and name the episode, we would love for you to do that. You can name it like a Friends episode. So the one where, or the one that, or the one with.
The one with all the Kleenex?
Yeah.
That would be good.
Come back later and name the episode if you want. Thank you guys so much. Again, we love you guys. And as always, make sure you stay tuned to see what Fatbird finds next. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.